안녕하세요. 여기는 생활인의 시계, 저는 김생활입니다. 오늘은 미국에서 또 친구들이 놀러와서 생활인이 사랑한 시계들이라는 코너를 다시 한번 해보려고 하는데요.
안녕하세요. 저는 박은솔.
And Gage Chapel.
저는 콜로라도 볼더 대학에서 화학을 전공해서 박사학위를 받고 이제 그 근처에 있는 제약회사에서 지금 한 3년 정도 일을 하고 있습니다.
I'm from Denver, Colorado, and I work in management consulting. And before that, I was actually in the United States Army.
So, are you ready to talk about your watches?
Yes.
Okay, so who wanna go first?
I can go first.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna speak Korean.
Okay, you speak Korean.
한국어로 좀 이제 처음에 이제 남자친구가 제 생일 선물로 전기 자전거 사줘가지고 저도 이제 좀 좋은 선물 해주고 싶었는데 무슨 시계를 좋아하는지 물어봤는데 생각외로 좀 비싼 시계를 좋아해가지고 이렇게 보다가 사줄 만한 시계가 뭐가 있나 이래서 시티즌을 좋아하는 걸 알고 있어서 시티즌 중에서도 그래도 가장 좋아할 만한 지금 차고 있는 시계를 하나 사주면서 한국에서 그 커플 아이템이 있듯이 얘기해줬거든요. 그래서 저도 이제 하나 제 거 사고 싶어가지고 저희 둘이 이렇게 시계를 사게 돼가지고
So you bought this watch for Gage, and Gage bought this watch for you?
No, I bought both of them for Gage and myself.
What happened, Gage?
Yes.
So-
what did I buy
For you.
E-bike.
Yeah.
E-bike and ski lesson. Then lots of about skating.
So is it more like tuition or something like that?
Tuition. No, it's my like a investment. Invest a small amount and there will be
Okay.
big things coming, right?
Oh,
Smart person.
very smart, very smart. That's why we're together.
Right.
You have a PhD.
Among two of you, who is more into watches?
Probably be me.
Okay.
I'm probably more into watches.
Uh-huh. But you're not against watches.
No, not at all. Even though he was watching the YouTube video like a couple of hours, it's kind of a rabbit hole. Once he started one channel, it's going the over and over and again. Oh, look at this and look at this, and yeah, it is fun. And every watch looks similar, but he see the difference between a small function that
So now you are listening to Watchy 101 on YouTube and 3 credit or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, when I decided to watch for him, I was focused on more the function because he was more function person and what kind of function he wants. For my watch, I only care about design. So whatever the most sparkling and glittering like that.
I saw lots of scratches from your watches, so I noticed that you are really using your watches in your
My
life.
watch or
Yeah,
Gage's watch.
your watch.
I
Yeah,
know.
so I thought you were also carrying functions as well.
I know, but that is the only watch I have. So I put on every day. Before you guys gave me the farewell gift to me, I have only one watch. And before I got that one watch, another watch was broken, so I didn't buy another watch before one I have broken. So I usually have one watch, but now I have 5 different watches, so I have more selection. I
was
really like
great.
a diver watch. So for me, I never thought about the watch can have contact with war. So whenever you mention about diver and Rolex, even Rolex can contact with war, and that's kind of eye-opening experience. Since I'm working in the chemistry lab, I need to wash my hand a lot, and so it is inconvenient for me to put on the watch that need a more caution than diver watch.
That's interesting. If you translate my channel's name into English, it's like watches for working people.
Oh.
So that's real watches for
Right.
Yeah.
working people.
Daily
like-
work, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm working it.
Watches in action. Before Unsol gave you the nice Citizen watch, I want to hear more about your watch stories
Yeah.
before this Citizen watch.
Yeah, so I think my watch story goes back when I was all the way in the Army. First in the Army, I needed a watch that was somewhat durable. It was able to see in the dark and had a stopwatch. And I bought a few Timexes to be able to use those in a lot of my Army training. Not the most expensive, but that's where I started with Timex watches.
Even $40 Timex is nice.
It is actually really good for what I think I spent $80 and I liked it so much. I bought multiple ones of them because from Army training they would unfortunately break. But they were great. But that's just kind of what I was doing a lot.
They did their job.
They did their job exactly. So I'd be able to.
durable watch.
Yeah, I needed a durable watch that I didn't have to spend too much on, and then I bought another Timex that they had a line called the IntelliQuartz, and I really liked that watch, but I lost it in a mountain in Patagonia when the strap I didn't put the strap on all the way, and it's on top of a mountain. I know exactly where it's at. I didn't realize until we climbed down. More recently, as I moved from the army into consulting, I needed a watch that I thought was durable, value oriented, and so I didn't really know much about all the intricacies, but I did look at Citizen watches, and I found the ProMaster Dive, which is a fairly affordable, really good looking dive watch, which was kind of my first, I think, really deep dive into watches. Especially, I really liked that watch, and I wore it a lot because I think, as you mentioned, you saw a lot of scratches. I kind of like dive watches with scratches because it means you used it and it got the function. And
Yeah, you loved it.
I loved it. Yeah, I still love it. I still love wearing that watch as well as this one. I also have a more smart watch that I've come to not wear as much because I don't. I actually like more analog and physical and engineered things, and so I've been really enjoying not wearing my smartwatch, my Garmin smartwatch, except for only working out. Otherwise, I like to wear either my Citizen or my other watch that I got recently, which is a Seiko off the Seiko 5.
Was it your first automatic?
First automatic watch.
Okay.
And I really like it because I think there's something about either having to move it or having to wind it every 41 hours or so, and I think there's a beautifulness to that in an age with circuits and everything.
Yeah, automatic is awesome.
Yeah, she likes
Yeah,
that.
because I have one watch you gave me.
Yeah,
It's just
I gave
automatic,
you
yeah.
the Skull Vanderson,
Right, that's
1971.
really
Yeah.
Mhm.
You like it?
I only put on very rare because I know how value it is. So I want to be careful. So wherever I go to really fancy restaurant, then there's time.
But do you think the size is good for you? When I gave it to you, maybe it is too big for Unso.
Price a little off, but I still put on. I don't know how to cut. So that I put on in my birthday dinner in Aspen, Colorado, expensive area.
But now you have nicer watch from Citizen, so
Right.
now you can take that watch to nicer places.
Yeah, depending on my style and my outfit.
Is it automatic or
No,
it's
it is
quartz?
That's a
Yeah.
quartz, solar quartz.
So-
along with this one.
Style over function.
Exactly. Even I don't know how to change the date. And Gage showed me how to change the date, so my date was off for 5 days.
But on this one, I don't have to worry about that because this
Yeah,
it is radio controlled, and it also has all the different world time zones. So it has 26 time zones, which is really. I traveled for work pre-COVID, and I've traveled a little bit. It's nice to be able to dial into the specific time zone I'm in and let the watch do the work.
Did you do the thing when you first arrived in Incheon airport? Change the time.
I change my time actually when I get on the flight. So I typically, on long flights, try to get onto local time as fast as I can.
So
And
before
so I got onto the plane. The moment the doors closed, I take off my watch. I turned it to Seoul time and set it.
That's smart,
Okay,
yeah.
And it spun a lot because there's I think the 12-hour time change.
And it feels really nice when it spins fast.
Yeah, the day I gave to him this watch, he just studied whole night and 5 or 6 hour reading instruction, going over and over, and tried to explain to me that I don't need my watch is pretty, so to say that. Just make sure I register my watch to Citizen website, and it was really interested in all the function and.
Why a Citizen radio controlled watches are really amazing. They can do lots of different things. Some people complain that you can just buy Apple watches. It can do the same things more easily. How can you respond?
How do I respond to that? I have a few things. So, I think as in Korea, as in the United States, a lot of the Apple Watch is very popular. I think everyone has them. It's not unique anymore. So I think going back and looking at things that are engineered in a more analog way, this to me is what I really value. And
It didn't show your character, so there's no option you can choose. Analog watch, there are more options. So depending on the style, you have more fun to shop.
like I think in an age of everything going digital, like I said earlier, is that we can take a step back and go to something that was designed with some different technology. And I really like that, you know, especially even if I had a dive watch. The dive watch has a, you know, the simple, the dial bezel ring is a great timer. And sometimes it's even easier for me to use.
Yeah,
to take time.
Yeah, yeah.
I know, and the irony is I know how long my runs are. So I don't actually need my smartwatch as much as I think I do. I can run with my dive watch and just hit the timer, use the time function, and that can help me create time. It feels good in the hand too, I think, as well when you pick up a really nice watch.
How about the backpacking? So if you need to go to the backpacking, which is a camping for like 3 to 5 days, do you prefer the analog watch or the Apple Watch?
So there's a couple things that battery will die.
That's true.
This battery won't die. So I have a Garmin that has, you know, a compass feature and GPS. But we used to say in the Army, batteries die, those things can break. Having a compass and a map will never fail you. And even if you have an analog watch with a dial hand, you can actually use that to get direction. By pointing it at the sun, you can get a general heading if you ever do get lost, and you can't do that with an Apple Watch. So I really like, I do like going out with...
Right, so if you're gonna lose a mountain, I think we need an analog watch, not the Apple.
Or if we have a zombie apocalypse
Right.
tomorrow, then yeah, you will need analog watch. Yeah, that's really a good summary of the charm of analog watch. And
I just like things that move and tick, and well, unless you have a Grand Seiko that doesn't tick. But I'm hoping she figures that she can buy me that one for like my 50th birthday.
Yeah, exactly.
She
Or the 60
60
is a
Okay.
big thing in Korea.
Okay, 60th birthday then.
You're gonna reborn after
Okay.
60.
And you are planning to buy something for Unsor as well.
Yes, I am. Yeah, so I think we'll go.
Oh, I didn't know that. I have a list. I have a list.
Well,
It can be a good for the engagement. So in the US, people have an engagement ring, but we know one of our friends do the engagement watch instead of the ring. So those Grand Seiko or those type of watch can be the marriage or engagement.
It's more practical.
it is more practical. Yeah, he got a very nice Cartier watch,
Rolex.
and she got a Rolex.
Great.
So yeah, so very lucky both of them.
Yeah.
I think everyone should do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when you lose in mountain, watch can save your life,
Yeah.
but not ring.
Yeah.
Is there any watch you want to talk about in detail?
Seiko 5, I think it's a Seiko 5 suit watch, and this is based off the SKX that was really popular from Seiko that was discontinued a few years ago, and they continued that in the Seiko 5, and this is what I would consider like an entry-level automatic watch, and so it has the 4R36 movement within it, and you know, for me, I really like having an automatic watch. It's cool to know that I have to pick it up and move it, I have to wind it to be able to use it. So for this one, which I know you can't see, but I know that.
And this one is also the bright on
Oh,
the
yes.
dark, right?
Yep. So what I really like about this is this is about $350 US. You can get it cheaper, probably on Amazon or on eBay. But I think that I really like the band. I think it's a very nice looking band here with a clasp that works really well. It has a hard Lex for the glass, which is apparently a little bit stronger and scratch resistant compared to mineral, although not as strong as sapphire. I really do like day and date function. Overall, it actually keeps time very well. I think we were testing it earlier, and it keeps well within, you know, plus or minus 5 seconds, which is
That's
pretty
amazing.
good.
That's chronometer.
Yeah, for this price point. And so, you know, I think it's a really cool watch because it's getting me further into the watch market because I can really appreciate that. And then additionally, I think you know, we have just the Citizen right here, and this is just this is I think their entry-level dive watch. So mineral crystal with anti-reflective on it. You know, the normal bezel ring, and it's quartz, solar powered caliber in it. You know, what I really like about the watch actually is this the orange minute hand. It really gives it a nice pop for what it is, and I've worn this a lot.
And when you time things, minutes are more important. Right?
Yes, we were timing things. Minutes are way more important, so it's good to have that. And it has a nice date function that's I think built into the 4-hour, and I think it's just a really lovely, for about $350 US, it's a really solid solid watch. And then the one I'm wearing now is the Citizen Atomic one, the World Clock. And like I said, I really do love this watch and the complications that it does have. Being able to set something in a time zone when I'm traveling for work is a really nice feature. I love the sapphire glass. I don't have to worry about scratching it. It does have a chronograph, which I really do like as a function as well. So just a really, I think, solid, watch for around $600 US, but it tends to go on sale a lot. So I think last I checked today it was $400. So you can get a deal on
I
it.
pay more than that.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah. So that's
But it's from department store, right?
Oh, no, from the Citizen website.
Citizen
Yeah,
website,
direct,
but you have the document, right document,
Right.
so it is serviceable,
I
right?
actually
Yes.
don't know
Yeah.
where the store exists in the United States.
It's hard to find. The United States is a big country, so
Yeah, so actually we need to adjust the
band,
Yeah,
yeah.
the band, and we need
by
to
yourself or
no.
And it's so difficult to find a store who specializes in Citizen watch. Go there, yeah.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be free if you buy it, but it wasn't. So
I was really excited when you gave me this 3. Yeah. Because previously, I can just go over quickly. My Swatch watch was broken here, so I don't know what to do. And this
Yeah.
one is really loud. Clocking sound.
yeah, because the movement is made of plastic. That's why it is so loud.
So I can hear this sound whenever I sleep. So annoying. So I really like this one. Then even though I'm not using this,
Timing better.
yeah, but it's really cool to have this. As you can see, I use this a lot and getting worn off fast. And this one, this watch is a perfect for a dress watch, and I put on it with my dress, some dress a lot. And this one is my special occasion. I really carry this carefully. This is yeah, now they're
It
moving.
doesn't have any scratches.
No,
like
yeah, I
others.
try to be really careful.
You're babysitting.
Right, exactly. And automatic, it is a new concept for me, so it is very smooth and wow. Then looking behind here,
It is well decorated as well.
it is, yeah. And I like the color of this blue plate. It's a new one, yeah.
this is a beautiful watch. I
It
love
is,
this
yeah.
one.
Yeah, under the sunlight, you can see the sunburst effect of the dial. So-
Yeah, I can see Gates want this watch, so I have to protect my watch. Make sure lock my bedroom.
Yeah.
Among your collections, which one is your favorite?
Oh.
You go first.
Then you go first.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a top 2, the watch you
Yeah,
gave me.
scope Anders.
Yeah,
Mhm.
between this and mine. I got this watch by myself. I actually like this one more. So this watch I can wash hand. This one is
Independent.
pretty, but for the daily life, I'm gonna watch this a lot
Yeah.
too. Convenient, yeah, and pretty too. What is your favorite?
Well, I obviously the watch I'm wearing is my favorite because Unso gave it to me. So I really do love this watch, especially when I do travel. As travel starts to pick back up for my work, but I will always have an affinity for the first Citizen watch I bought. Just because I really do like having. I like that just the fact that you can go almost anywhere.
Yeah, so it looks like we both love dive watch.
Yeah.
If you make more money, then do you want to consider watches as symbol of your economic status?
No.
No?
Actually,
Even
no,
after
I
that?
really don't. I don't. Oddly enough, the watch that I really want, if I ever become very successful, is the Grand Seiko, and only like 3 people would know what that is. At least in America, it's not. I don't think always part of our culture to show off like that. At least in my group of friends. So I don't think I would want that. I just would want something like the Grand Seiko for the art that it is versus the status that it brings.
Yes and no.
Yes and no?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
If I put on the Rolex with the lots of diamonds, people will know. But watch is more like a selection to show your lifestyle. So if you're working in the office, you can have the less pressure bar watch. And if you're more into the scuba diving or the ocean lifestyle, you probably want to more dive. So depending on where you live and what you want to do, your free time, it actually show you. You cannot put on the Rolex everywhere, right?
Oh, you can.
Oh,
If
so
you wanted
from
to.
mountain to the
Yeah, you
ocean.
could wear. I mean, they're quite
That's true.
durable.
It's very true.
To me, the most important thing is you should wear your watch.
Yes.
Yeah. You should not put your watch in your safe or something like that. So you should enjoy it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So,
You're right. I have friends that have very expensive watches and they don't wear them. They actually wear they wear this. I have a friend that has a Rolex and he wears a this cheaper Garmin Instinct
For
everywhere. No, for everything.
아.
He wears it for everything. Ryan does not wear his Rolex almost ever.
we had really nice conversation today, and thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for inviting
Yes, and
us.
thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Well, when we come back, we'll have more watches to share.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing your Grand Seiko.
Oh, one day. 10 years. 10 years.
제가 자막을 계속 달고 있었는데 충분히 이 즐거움이 잘 전달이 됐을지 모르겠습니다. 저는 생활인의 시계 김생활이었고요.
Gage Chapel.
박은솔이었습니다.
네, 안녕히 계세요.
안녕히 계세요.
Okay.